So Stav, the sun has finally come out here in Boltenhagen.
Yeah, thank goodness for that.
Absolutely. We've had a lovely chat with our winners of the first race today. What happened in the second race and overall?
Right, well it's actually the weather, the race officer decided, because even though it was late in the day, the wind was quite steady, so we could get that third race in, and that kept him up to date with the series. So we found that everyone again was a little bit tended towards the pin end of the line, because that's been favoured so far. But then after a general recall, he not only put a black flag up, but he dropped the pin back about 100 metres, and what that did was it obviously made the line bias slightly different. And the dilemma that faced most of us was, do you still take the left hand end of the line, which didn't have a bias, but you could get to the shore quicker, or did you go to the committee boat like Tim did, Tim Taverner, and try and win the committee boat and start from there? In fact, Tim unfortunately started a little bit too early, and he made a cracking start, but it was adjudged over, and unfortunately was pulled out at the top mark. So poor old Tim is now, well, say poor old Tim, he actually got to the bar before any of us, so none of us can understand a word he's saying now, but nevertheless he's enjoyed himself. So what also happened was Lars Henriksen suddenly featured after being black flagged in the first race, and then this morning being nearly last in the race, which put him nearly last overall, which is unbelievable. He then bounced back to win the last race today. So in actual fact, although he can't feature overall, I'm sure Lars will sleep better tonight knowing that he's won a race. What's been going on overall? We've got Marty Passion leading from Sweden. I think it's Sweden 3-4-1. He's actually involved in a protest meeting at the moment, which could jeopardise one of his results, but he's been very consistent so far. He's also the first Corinthian crew. Well, not only he is a Corinthian crew, so they're actually leading overall, which is great to see against all these professionals here. Tommy Muller, old favourite face, has come back. He's had three very consistent results now, and he's lying second overall at the moment. And then Russia 90, who we featured the other day when he won the charity race, Igor Gokberg, who's got Dimitri on board, the tactician I talked about. They've had a very consistent 3 races too. So it's still early days. We've still got 4 races to go, 2 again tomorrow hopefully. Weather forecast is light again like today, but because we've got such flat water, 5 to 7 knots is all you need, and when the sun comes out there aren't many better places to sail than this.
So Stav, how were the race courses today? Because I know yesterday there were some comments about the problems with too much port bias on the line. Was that improved today, do you think? Yeah,
he did take note of that, and just the fact that we got the first start off without any recall or anything, that proves he set a perfect line. And we just had the one black flag this afternoon, as I said, Tim Taverner.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit sad for Timmy. I think he's lying nearly last overall now, which he won't be appreciating very much. But I'm sure he sold some boats this week, so he's very happy about his business. And predominantly, I think, Petticrow boats are leading 1, 2 and 3. That's always nice for Tim as well. But we don't know about the Ukrainians who were all black flagged the first race. So until this discard kicks in, they won't really start to show. But we know for sure that Evgeny Brazlevich had 2 seconds today, Ukraine 9, and as the winner of Douarnenez just a few weeks ago, he's got to be a hot favourite once he dumps his discard, once he can discard the black flag, to maybe win this European Championship.
And that comes in after 5 races, is that right, Stav?
Yeah, they have to have a 5th race. And Marcus Visa, the other Ukrainian, he hasn't really been firing on all cylinders. Maybe the shock he had at the Worlds when Laurie Smith beat him on the last day. Come on, Laurie, was a big factor, but sometimes it doesn't go for you. And so Lars and Marcus can't win overall now. Evgeny still can, as I said, he can discard his black flag with 2 seconds. But we'll see. After tomorrow with 2 more races, it'll really shape up, the discard will kick in, and then we'll see where we stand for the last 2 days.
Absolutely, and as you say, it's great to see some Corinthians doing well in the overall
Oh,
race
absolutely.
as well.
I mean, it shows. I mean, the thing is, the start line's so long, and you have to, with the wind so light, you have to choose which end of the start line immediately the 5-minute warning signal goes, because it takes you that long to get one side or the other. And sometimes it's flipping a coin, other times it's knowledge of the race course, but the first race the left paid, the second race the right paid. So it was a bit, you could, both sides were right at some time, and that's quite nice for a race course, because it means that the pattern's not set for tomorrow.
Yeah.
It keeps everybody guessing, it keeps all the tacticians nervous, and it makes for a much better race.
It sounds like we've got a tough few days ahead of us, so I suspect the cream of the crop will come to the top as usual.
Absolutely, and I mean, I see Tommy's there. Tommy's there second overall at the moment without even being on the podium yet. I don't think he's at a top 3 place. But it's probably going to boil down to Tommy and Marty, maybe, if he gets through the protest, and Evgeny, the Ukraine 9. But we'll see. I'll give you some more information tomorrow.
Great. And a special celebration on your boat today, I believe.
Oh
Stav.
yes, my owner Ted Sawyer is 78 today. Ted from the US of A. He was born the day after Independence Day. Obviously his mother got too excited and something happened, but that was 78 years ago. We had some balloons on the boat this morning from Gavia and Fiona, which very pleased Ted. And not only that, we nailed an 8th place in the second race today. Well, the first race today, the second of the competition. So after 2 races, we were actually 3rd overall, we were told, from a rib. And we're still lying after our 3rd race. It was not so good, but we're still lying 8th overall after 3 races. So Ted will dine on that tonight and enjoy his birthday celebrations.
Great. Well, happy birthday, Ted. You're a great dragon competitor, and we're thrilled to still have you in the fleet at 78. And
Yeah.
thank you, Stav, as always.
Okay, I'll pass the message on to him and let you all know what happens tomorrow.
Thanks, Stav. We'll
Okay,
speak tomorrow.
bye-bye.